Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios. Today is a very exciting day. I am finally going to be announcing what my next big mock/project is going to be. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about it. So today I'm going to give you guys the full breakdown, what the mock's going to look like, the reference material I'm going to be using, all sorts of good stuff. So stay tuned. I'm not going to make this one of those long announcement videos where you have to wait 7 minutes before I announce what I'm going to be building, but there are a couple of things I want to say before I show you guys. First, why do a video like this? Because typically I build smaller 1 to 2 base plate mocks, and I really feel like those don't need an announcement. However, this mock is going to completely change everything. It's going to change how my channel works, what I'm going to be uploading on my channel, just everything about it. So I figured it would be a good time to really build some hype and get you guys excited for this project. Without further ado, let's see what I'm going to be building. I am going to be building the Battle of the Grass Plains from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This is such a cool battle. I really love this battle. The droids are so cool in Episode 1 before they get kind of weird in the Clone Wars. They're so cold and calculating, as well as I think the Gungan army is really cool. They've got some cool technology. I know a lot of people don't like Jar Jar Binks for the Gungans, but I really feel like I can make them cool. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Now I got to answer the question why. Why this mock? Why not a Clone Wars mock, Rogue One mock, or some of the other bigger known mocks? I've loved this battle, and in fact this movie as well is one of my favorites. For my first giant mock, I really wanted something that would set me apart and kind of help me make a name for myself, and so I wanted to do a mock that's not been done very often, and I think this mock definitely fits the bill. I've really only seen 2 large-scale mocks. The first one was M&R Productions mock of this, and well, we've all seen that mock. And the second one was, it was some guy who built it, and it was showcased on Beyond the Brick, I think. I'll put a link to that video down below in the description because I will be referencing that mock a lot. Now we're going to take a quick look at the dimensions. Everything on here is going to be pretty rough because I am in graphic design school. However, I'm not much of an artist, so this is going to be pretty rudimentary. But this mock so far is going to be 4 base plates long and 2 base plates wide. Those are the gray 48 by 48 base plates. I will have to amend that a little bit just because I need this mock to be slightly wider, but we'll talk about that later. Right now I'm just going to show you guys a quick rough layout of how I'm going to lay things out. So down here on this end we are going to have the droid army. I'm going to have 2 MTTs in the very back. They don't play a large role in this battle other than transporting the droids, so they're going to hang back for most of the battle, but I will also include 3 AATs. I'm going to be using the custom AAT that I reviewed on my channel a little while back. That's kind of why I reviewed it, is because I wanted to get everybody's opinions on it and see if it was a good one. I really liked it, but I also wanted to see what you guys thought, and everybody loved it, so I'm going to be building 2 more of those for a total of 3 tanks. These 2 will be flanking the MTTs as well as 1 in the center. Up in front of the MTTs is where all of the droid action is going to be happening. I'm hoping to have around 100 droids, which doesn't sound like a whole lot until you start setting them up. I have about 50 battle droids right now, and when they're all set up, they look pretty impressive. So I'm not sure exactly how many rows I'm going to do or what that's going to look like, but I will plan on having 2 battalions, I guess you could say, 1 in front of each of the MTTs, probably about 50 here and about 50 there, depending on how good that looks. The big challenge is going to come from the Gungan side of things. One of the reasons why I picked this battle is because I felt that while it's pretty impressive and pretty big, it's a relatively simple mock. There aren't a lot of large structures or buildings or terrain to build. It's really just a flat plane with a big hill on the droid side. However, when it comes to like building vehicles and beasts and armies, it is a pretty sizable mock. In fact, I may have bitten off a little more than I can chew with these giant Fambas because I really don't know how I'm going to build them yet, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So I'm going to have the 2 large Fambas. These are the beasts that carry the shield generators right here in the center of the Gungan army, and then flanking them on either side, I'm probably going to have about 40 Gungan warriors, 30 to 40 depending on how many I can afford. So that'll be where the main forces of the Gungan warriors are, and then behind each of those bodies of soldiers I'm going to have a Gungan catapult to launch the large bombas at the oncoming droids. So I'm gonna have one on each side, and then flanking the catapults and Gungan warriors, I'm gonna have 2 small cavalries of Gungan warriors on Kadu mounts, the orange beasts. And then up here in the front, I'm thinking about putting Jar Jar Binks, Captain Tarpals, and a couple of other Gungans up on their Kadu mounts. And then lastly, I'm gonna have 2 battle wagons on each side of the Fambas. Those are those carts that carry the large bombas. And those will be backed by the catapults because they're the ones who supply the large munitions for them. So that'll look like that, and then I'll probably have some stacks of large bombas behind each of the catapults. So this is kind of a rough idea of how things are going to look. Obviously I might have to tweak some things, but I just wanted to give you guys a good idea of what to look for and kind of how many forces. It should be about 80 Gungan warriors versus a little over 100 droids. As far as reference material goes, I can watch Star Wars Episode 1, but that battle it's pretty chopped up, so I will watch that. However, a lot of my reference will come from the books I have. The first one is Star Wars Complete Locations, and guys, if you don't have a copy of this, I highly recommend getting one. This is a perfect reference tool for building any kind of Star Wars MOC because you get a great look at the battlefields. And so this is where I'm going to be looking for a lot of my layout for how the battle is going to look, as well as where I'm going to place things. I am going to reference that other Grass Plains battle MOC that was built by another YouTuber. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. I can't remember what his name is, but this is going to be great for the whole layout and what the terrain is going to look like. Next, I have Star Wars: The Complete Visual Dictionary with a sweet little light up. You can see Yoda's lightsaber lights up. This one is going to be very helpful when it comes to building the Grand Gungan army, just because I need a lot of reference material for like the Fambas and what the shield generators are going to look like, and there aren't too many images online, so these 2 pages right here are absolutely gold for me, as well as I've got a great look at the catapult. Lastly, I want to talk about schedule. So this is going to drastically change how and what I upload. And from now on, every Sunday, instead of doing my reviews, comparisons, or MOC showcase, it's just going to be updates on the MOC, the progress I've made, challenges I've had to overcome, or if there are any custom things that I built that I want to show you guys. So you'll be seeing all that on Sunday. And then my Wednesday uploads will be where I do my reviews, comparisons, my what I bought episodes, and any other smaller videos that I want to make will most likely end up on Wednesday. However, if I don't have anything on Sunday, I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll do a live stream. I have done 2 live streams this past week and they were an absolute blast. For those of you who did end up joining, thanks so much for stopping by. I had a good time talking to you all. And so I think that'll be a great opportunity for you guys to actually see the MOC coming together. You can see my processes behind building a grand scale MOC like this. Let me know what times work best for you guys down below in the comments for a live stream. I'll try to schedule my live streams in a way that can reach as many people as possible. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys are all pumped for this MOC that's going to be coming up over the next few months. I know I am. So stay tuned for more great updates and builds. But until next time, happy building.